There are numerous factors to consider when selling a home. Even if your house is in perfect condition, it can still be time-consuming and exhausting. If you're trying to sell a hoarder's home, it may seem absolutely impossible to get it market ready. While many homes on the market are staged to perfection, a hoarder's home needs a little bit more effort and finesse to make a sale. However, if you make a plan and stick to it, finding a buyer may be easier than you think. I'm going to tell you the most effective way to sell a hoarder home in Omaha. Here are the most effective ways to sell a hoarder's home in Omaha. Number 1, understand the hoarding. While this may not seem like a part of the selling process, it's actually really important. By establishing a baseline of understanding and compassion, you'll be making things easier for yourself and the homeowner. The truth is, hoarding is rarely done on purpose. It's usually a mental disorder in which the person has no real control over what they're doing. And it's more common than you might think. So before you begin the process, make sure to show compassion and let the homeowner know that they're not a bad person, they just require assistance. Number 2, get clear on who owns the house. This might seem like an unnecessary step, but given the circumstances, it's prudent to cover your bases on who legally owns the house itself. If the hoarder doesn't own the home in which they reside, you need to get permission from the actual homeowner to clean and renovate the property. You'll want to make sure that if the house is owned in a family trust or the hoarder is renting, that you do everything legally. Don't make a legal mess out of what is already a really big mess. Number 3, bring in extreme home cleaners. This isn't a job for you and your friends to clean up after. This isn't even a job for the local maid service. To clean a hoarder's house, you really need expert help. When it comes to cleaning a hoarder's house, there could be a lot of hidden problems. Every pile of newspapers or trash might conceal something that's toxic. Many items in a hoarder's home may be hazardous if not handled and disposed of properly. Another thing to consider is that not everything in a hoarder's home is garbage. There could be valuable items hidden amongst the piles. There could be items that are valuable and worth selling to cover the cost of the home selling process. Don't make any assumptions about what you will discover. You'll also need guidance from the hoarder on what they actually want to keep. This can be the most challenging part of the entire process, but we need to make sure that they walk away only with the things they actually want. Number 4, know the damage. Just like you won't know what's going on beneath the mess until you get in and clean it, you won't know how extensive any damage is until you get in there. Years of neglect will inevitably take their toll, and it's a good chance that the homeowner hasn't kept up on maintenance and cleaning for a couple years. Even after you finish cleaning, you're not out of the woods yet. You won't know the full extent of the damage until you hire a professional inspector. There could be a slew of code violations lurking beneath the floors and behind the walls. Repairing these problems will benefit you in the long run, even if it is an expensive initial cost. When it comes to knowing everything about the house, do not cut any corners. The last thing you want is to put in all the time and effort and money into cleaning it just to have the buyers back out because they found a problem that you hadn't considered. Buyers may already be wary about purchasing a hoarder's home, so don't give them any more ammunition to back out. Number 5, your most effective solution is to sell to a professional home buyer. The truth is, a hoarder's home may be in such poor condition that it's not worth your time or money to fix up. Alternatively, it may take too long to sell the house for it to be a profitable experience. For these reasons and more, you should consider selling it as is to a professional home buyer. This is by far the most effective way to sell a hoarder's home fast in Omaha. The advantage of going this route is that you won't have to do any cleanup or repairs on the house. You'll also avoid the awkwardness and embarrassment of informing inspectors, buyers, agents, lenders, why the house is in the condition that it is. Instead, we can come to your house and inspect it privately. We promise to give you the best possible offer and make it worth your time. If you're dealing with a hoarder house and you want to get a quick cash offer without having to deal with repairs and cleaning, go to katyandfrank.com and fill out the form. We'll contact you shortly.